The pink guards, except for that one important one, all shoot like stormtroopers. They can never hit anything unless it's right in front of them. It's especially funny when you saw that ball scene and they just keep missing the shots when their target is right in front of them. But then there's one pink guard who has this perfect aim and precisely shoots a little knife out of the main character's arms. Like, how is that possible? Do you consider the ricochet of the knife or the bullets? That aside, I want you to consider one fact. Who do you think will win? A dozen of players or an entire army of soldiers? Because the main character quite literally almost defeated the entire operation and only lost because he ran out of bullets. It's that easy. And don't get me started on the baby, that's a topic on its own. How is she even born? Like, seriously, several days of emotional and physical trauma, and you're telling me there isn't a miscarriage? The craziest part is the childbirth itself. While the pregnant lady only took about 15 to 20 minutes, the average childbirth time is about 1 to 2 hours. That in itself is already impossible. But also consider one fact. They are in the middle of a game, and no one tries to attack them even once during childbirth. How is that possible? And many people also point out that the baby doesn't get enough milk or doesn't cry as much. This I completely agree. In season 1, we got an entire episode dedicated to introducing new characters. But in season 2, this is scrapped completely. So we get a lot of half-assed characters that we just don't care about. And worst of all, when we start caring for the characters, they just get eliminated. So screw attachments, I guess. This issue is especially prevalent during the final game, because there's so less characters we care about that it just felt boring. So let's delve into the final game, shall we? The final game sounds good in theory, but in execution, it's just so bad. Let me explain the rules real quick. So basically, you have these 3 arenas which you have to vote at least one person to be sacrificed of. And the catch is that you have to physically push them down a cliff. It basically boils down to a lot of people we don't care about yapping about who to get rid of. And it just goes on and on and on. For the entire episode, it feels like nothing really happens, and we're just sitting there looking at idiots talking about taking another man's life. Like, why don't you just do it already? And it just really pisses me off because this is the second to last episode and we're wasting time on unimportant things when it could just end it much sooner. Speaking of ending, let's go to the next section. The main character jumps off. Yeah, big surprise. Everybody already knows that. You know what? I actually kinda enjoyed the ending until everybody keeps telling me that how the ending sucks. I low-key admired their balls to get rid of the main character. Maybe this is to save budget, but I don't know. Now, narratively speaking, the act of the main character shows his humanity, which really affects the frontman. We can see this in action when the frontman hand-delivered the remains of the main character to his daughter. And I really liked the main character's final words. We are not horses. We are humans. Humans are... The final word is intentionally left blank to interpretation. Enough with the glazing. Now let's start a little bit of criticism. So, mere minutes after this, the whole game gets shut down. You know what the main character could have done? He could have just waited for maybe about 5 more minutes, and he could have been saved. I even saw someone made an AI version of this ending, and it felt a lot more satisfying. He should have just dropped the baby and nobody will complain. But to be fair, by doing so, we're just like the other contestants, sacrificing the innocent baby for our selfish gains. Are we the horses? Shout out to Itzy Noob Official for commenting on so many of my videos. And he's here even before I hit 100 subs. Thanks man, appreciate it.